Greetings, X-fans. This is Uncanny, the mutant musings of Matt and Siz. It's the show where we discuss Marvel's Uncanny X-Men comics, issue by issue, from 1975's giant-size X-Men #1 all the way to the present day. My name is Matt. I write and draw Steamroller Man, a comedy superhero comic which you can read online for free at steamrollerman.com. And this is my co-host, Siz, publisher, promoter, and founder of Comics Studios Australia. You can find everything comics at comics.net.au. That's comx.net.au. Hello, Siz.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. How are you?
Good. I'm just lovely.
Good. Good.
I'm feeling a bit off, but I'm still good. I'm still good.
Good enough to talk about comics for an hour.
Oh, always good enough to talk about X-Men.
So.
Always good enough. I could be at my deathbed and I'd still talk about X-Men.
Well, let's hope it doesn't get to that point.
Let's hope it doesn't. Yeah.
The show must go on.
Yeah. It's funny. Last week I was.
Yes.
Sorry.
No,
I was
go
just
ahead.
saying last week. Oh. Sorry.
You.
Me. Okay. I was just saying last week I said I knew this character. And it's not who I thought it was at all. I was getting this cover mixed up with another cover.
I think I know the one you're talking about because I got it mixed up as well. And I thought I knew what it was going to be before I read it. And then I was like, oh, no, that's not this one.
Yeah, that's not the one I thought it was. I think the one I was thinking of is probably in the 80s, and this is in the 70s. So, yeah. Similar cover,
so this is
correctly.
A great cover, though.
It is a great cover.
Really well drawn. Another Dave Cockrum and Terry Austin cover, which is...
Yeah, you can actually see the signatures this time.
Always great. So this one is X-Men issue 111.
111. So we're getting there, slowly but surely.
Yeah. I believe this is the last issue where the comic was bi-monthly. I think next issue, it goes monthly. So...
I knew the one after does. I just didn't realize this one did as well.
So
the one after this one does.
This is the last bi-monthly issue. And this was actually the first one where this was the team that I've always thought of as like, oh, this is the core. And I don't mean the core character team. I mean the core creative team.
Yes.
Of Claremont writing, John Byrne penciling, Terry Austin inking, and Tom Orzechowski as letterer. I've talked about Tom Orzechowski's lettering on the show many times, as his lettering is what I think of when I think of X-Men comics. Just that style, and he lettered an issue a few issues ago that we talked about where his lettering wasn't looking quite like it does here. This issue is the first one where it looks like the traditional Tom Orzechowski look.
That was cool.
That was the first thing I noticed on this page. Was like, oh, it's the core creative team now. I think only the colorist is different because I think Glennis Oliver was the usual colorist when I was reading the comics when I was a kid.
Mary Titus.
Yeah, so it's not quite locked in yet, but it's getting there. So we find...
I was just going to say, I'm just glad that you pronounced Tom's last name because I wasn't looking forward to that.
It's a bit of a mixed up salad of letters for sure.
Oh, if I didn't know my own name, I'd have troubles pronouncing it. So, I'm shocking at pronouncing words. No words.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, and Archie Goodwin is editor. So, he disappeared for a while and now he's back. And my cat's decided he likes the X-Men as well. So, if you hear a cat in the background, I apologize for that, people.
Your cat is the third co-host of this show. He's gradually getting more and more screen time and sound time.
He gets boisterous when you're on the phone, and when I'm talking to someone, he thinks I'm on the phone.
Well, it technically is like a Zoom meeting. So, So this one is interesting because it kind of drops you in the middle of a story, and it takes a
Yeah.
long time for us to work out exactly what's going on.
Mm-hmm. It does. It does. And this is a nice beast. I'm just referring back to the beast that we saw in one of the earlier issues. I like
Yes.
this beast. I'm a fan of this beast.
Yes.
So just putting that out there.
Well, I mean, when you've
Thank you,
got
John.
John Byrne, when you've got John Byrne drawing any character, it's more likely than not going to look pretty nice.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, just
yeah,
scanned the
he
chat
does
away.
draw a great version of the Beast
He
in
does.
this
He does.
in this
And when he gets
issue.
the jacket and everything off, he's awesome.
Yeah,
Not
a
just the face.
lot of detail on this page too.
Mm.
Not
I'm
only
curious if anyone's people they know.
that's a good question. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he hasn't drawn himself in this page because he usually draws himself with a beard.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whether he was ever clean shaven, but he usually draws himself with like glasses and a beard and sort of reddish blonde hair kind of
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Not that he's handling the colors, but yeah, he clearly has a John Byrne character that he draws when he wants to put himself in the
That's
comic.
pretty
So
cool.
yeah, I
I like
don't
when they
know
used to do stuff
if
like
there's
that.
any. Yeah, I don't know if there's any cameos of real people on this page, but they're all quite well drawn.
They are. They are. And I just love this. It's just like the beast is like, oh my god, what's going on, type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come to this page and you're like, oh, that's what he's doing. Oh, okay. So we're starting with the beast just going, what the hell happened to the X-Men?
Yeah, and so we're at a circus. It seems like
Pretty much.
we're at a circus, and the X-Men are kind of members of the circus or performers in the circus. And Banshee is like the carnival barker, which actually, now that I mention it, that makes sense because his power is all about his voice,
Yep.
and so he's the one who's yelling out to the crowd. So that's actually quite clever. I didn't notice that before. But yeah, we have a nice double page spread here with one of those half page panels, but it's really getting the CinemaScope widescreen effect with that top panel, which looks pretty cool. And then we have a really nice drawing of Storm on the final panel. As I've said in previous shows, John Byrne and Terry Austin draw Storm really, really well.
Yeah.
They always make her look quite beautiful on the page.
And they do her eyes in a way that's halfway between human and what the original one was.
Yeah, true. One thing I noticed about this page in terms of the writing is Chris Claremont has always had like a real knack for acting and dialects in the fact that he always gives each character a really distinct voice. Like the characters don't talk like each other. They each have like different speech patterns. And that's really on display throughout this issue because later on, he has like a bunch of the actual circus people talking and they've all got like different accents, but you can almost tell what part of the country they're supposed to be from just from reading the way that Chris Claremont like phonetically writes the act. Like you can really hear it in your head when you read it. So it's I just think it's really, really one of the reasons that Claremont's dialogue was so good and why he became the top writer in the industry for a long, long time.
Yep. I just love the inappropriate comments with Storm. That made me laugh.
Right.
You know, like, I'd like to bunk up with her, if you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I'm like, no. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's a total woman. It's like, whoa. So yeah, I found that funny when I got to this page. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
But I love the way that Wolverine's always chained up, like he's really strong, and maybe they made him still strong back then. Because
Yeah.
I just know him as healing factor and unbreakable bones.
Right.
So and just strong as someone who's like always working out, not super strong.
Yeah, I mean, I've always thought that was, that your description of his power set was accurate to what I've always known about Wolverine. But yeah, it does seem like they kind of give him enhanced strength when it suits the moment in the story.
Yeah,
Like if he has to
that moment's
break
later.
chains or break out of some kind of restraining collar or something, he suddenly has super strength.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah, it's like that,
interesting.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. All done with this one, the double page spread.
Yep.
Then we've got the backstory of why this Mr. Avenger is there.
Yep. So as we've mentioned, with all these issues, it's the recap that always comes, usually within like the first 5 pages of each issue, they'll throw in a 1 or 2 page recap of what happened in the previous issue, or how, in this case, it's how Beast ended up at this circus, because he came into the X Mansion and found nobody was there, and then this is actually this one was actually, I noticed, a good example of the interconnectedness of the Marvel universe at this time.
Yes. Where he's referring to Havoc and the Avengers.
Yes.
Little star on what episode that? What episode?
Yeah, you get that classic little narration box with the
Those.
asterisk.
I love those.
Yeah. Those were like a common feature of Marvel Comics around this time, and that was always what they were for. Was like, oh, what Beast is talking about is what happened in this case Avengers. I think it's 72 and 73 or something, 170 and 172. So what that was, because I've actually read those issues, that's the lead up. Yeah, so that's a period in Avengers known as the Korvac saga, and it starts off, it's a real slow burn, no pun intended with John Byrne, but where Avengers start disappearing mysteriously, like they just kind of are teleported away. And that's a mystery in the Avengers comics, that Beast, because at this time Beast was actually no longer an X-Man, he was an X-Man, and he's gone over to the Avengers in this continuity. So it's this interesting kind of crossover. And the phone call that he's referring to, where it says he got a phone call from Lorna Dane, so that actually happened in Marvel Team Up issue 69, which was also written by Chris Claremont and also drawn by John Byrne.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
know.
So
this is another case of where Byrne and Claremont are working on 2 books at the same time, Uncanny X-Men and Marvel Team Up. And now they're crossing them over, which I think is really cool.
That is.
And it does give that sort of feel of a cohesive world, that every piece kind of relates to every other piece, and you really get the feeling that it's all happening simultaneously, which I think they still try to do in modern Marvel comics, but there's so many different X-Men comics and different Spider-Man comics and different Avengers. Like there's multiple titles being published at once, and I think there's less coordination now between like the entire line until they do like one of those huge event kind of crossover event things. But it's not just back then in the 70s, it was just sort of a matter of like, oh yeah, they're coordinating it all so well, which is impressive.
Yeah, well, that was like, I remember reading somewhere they actually had teams that did that worked that out. And made
Oh,
sure that they were like, I don't know if it was a team or if it was just one person. It might have been one or two people that made sure everything was lining up.
oh, that's really
Like
interesting.
it mattered to them back then. It doesn't seem to matter anymore.
Yeah.
But they can do their own events and have the world destroyed, and the other characters never even know about it.
Right. Yes, exactly.
Cool. Well, that's probably enough for this one.
Yep. Let's move on to the next page.
And then we've got Jean's powers being shown off.
Mm-hmm.
But I got confused in this one. Is she meant to be wearing a wig?
No, I don't think so. I think it's... Oh, I see what you're saying. Because she's got short hair when she's not in the ring. She's got long hair when she's performing. But
Unless
then
that's
she's got
someone
this
else.
other short hairdo.
I'm getting...
No, it's the same. It's her. But yeah, that's a good question. I wonder if on the next page you will find that...
Go to the next page, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much. Oh, the only thing...
She's still got short hair.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I was just wondering whether we would see, like, maybe a wig on a stand or something in the background of one of these panels, but no, it doesn't look like we do, so I don't know. I guess that's just a comics artistic license type thing where it just kind of looked better. Yeah, it's comics magic. I thought it was interesting on this page that Beast knocks Scott out of the wagon, you know, because they're in this little circus wagon, which is Jean's dressing room. And then on panel 5, you see Scott being ejected towards the reader. But then in the next, in the final panel, he says, "Oh, it's lucky I pulled my punch." So I was like, "How strong is Beast?" Like, it doesn't.
I know he's meant to
like
be
a pretty
really
powerful
strong.
Punch. Yeah,
I know he's meant to be really strong, and he got stronger when he went blue.
Right.
Yeah, and then he gets even stronger again, but that's a whole different X Factor story, so we won't go into that. Yeah, so that confused me. I wasn't, when I was reading, I was sort of like, well, she's talking like she's Jean Grey.
Yeah.
But it's what happened? So yeah, whatever.
Well, that's the thing. We're already on page 6, and we are still no further enlightened as to the mystery, because the structure of this issue is really a mystery that the Beast doesn't know what's going on, and neither do we. Like, we're as much in the dark as the Beast, and we've just been dropped into this situation. So it's actually I think it's a really engaging and interesting way to write the story, because you really, it does make you turn the page, and each page you're like, what's going on? I don't get it. Like, how is this? What's happening? What?
Yeah, I was the same. It's like, what? Oh, this is not what I thought was happening. What's going on?
Yeah.
This wasn't what I was expecting.
One other thing I wanted to mention before we move on from this page is the visual storytelling on this page is so clear and so good. Like, even if you don't read the word balloons and just look at the pictures, you can tell totally what's happening from picture to picture.
Agreed.
You know, like, Beast comes up to Jean, she says something to him, Scott comes up from behind him and grabs him, and then Scott gets ejected out of the wagon, and then in panel 6, is it panel 6? Yeah, it's panel 6. You can see Scott's on the ground, Beast is coming out of the wagon behind him. So it's all really clear what's happening, even without the words, which I think that's the mark of a really good comic book artist. Is
yes, agreed.
They can tell a story with just the pictures. So yeah, really great page.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very great page. This one we see Beast being Beast.
Yeah, nice pose too. That's like a classic Beast pose, and I'm sure that I've seen Jim Lee draw the exact same pose
That wouldn't
on
surprise me.
Beast in his X-Men run in the early 90s. So I'm sure he was like swiping from Byrne, because yeah, it looks like almost the exact same pose.
It's a great pose.
This page was the page that I was talking about, where it's like a real good example of the characters having these regional accents, and Claremont writes it phonetically, so you can kind of you can kind of tell what the characters sound like. So yeah, I like when he says like, who cares, Bruno? He's a snooper. And the boss says we got to put all snoopers down hard. So it sounds like he's definitely like from New England somewhere.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know the
East Coast
there. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So I just saw accents and went, oh yeah, whatever. I have no idea what he's meant to be, but cool.
It was lost on you. No worries. Well, just take my word for it. It's really good. So yeah, that's all I had to say on this one. Do you have anything else on this page?
No, I'm good. I just like Beast coming out and being Beast. So,
yeah, lots of great poses. Lots of great action poses.
Yep. A lot of blue on this page.
Yeah, I mean, this issue is really like a showcase for John Byrne drawing Beast. Because he's in almost every panel in the comic. At first, I was puzzled as to who that was in the foreground of panel 2. But I realized on the next page, it was Wolverine.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that. I just saw something there and just went, oh yeah, that's one of the guys after him. But now that I'm looking at it closely, it's like, oh hang on, he's got chain.
He's got his hand up, and it looks like metal around his wrist.
See, I still don't see Wolverine even now that I know.
Yeah,
but, okay.
To me,
hard to do that.
That profile had a very Jack Kirby-esque look to the way Jack Kirby draws people. And also just the way, like the rendering on the metal manacle around his wrist has that Jack Kirby would have this way of drawing the shine on metal, and it looked kind of like that. So,
whenever I tried to shine on metal, that's what I did. So I must have learned it from that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody basically did. Like, I have this theory that like every comic artist since Jack Kirby is basically trying to do an imitation of Jack Kirby, whether in like consciously or not. Because Jack Kirby's sort of artistic DNA is so deeply sunk into just comics language and superhero comics specifically. And another example of a common visual device that Jack Kirby would do is giant face half in the panel in the foreground, and that's exactly what Wolverine looks like. It's just half of his face kind of cropped. It's cropped in the foreground, and that's something Jack Kirby would do all the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, very common Kirby device there. And then Beast gets sucker punched.
Oh, big time!
The final panel. And we know that from the metal of that arm, we know who it is exactly.
Yeah, cool. And there he is in weird get-up. I don't get that get-up, but whatever.
Right.
Is he meant to be Egyptian? I don't know. I don't get it.
It certainly looks Egyptian, but I don't know what the connection to Colossus is supposed to be. But
yeah,
I don't know. It looks cool.
It looks cool, I guess.
A cool-looking circus-y costume. I mean, it's interesting because you could say, in a way, that their original, their existing superhero costumes also kind of look like circus costumes.
Yeah,
So John Byrne had to design something different for each of them that also
makes
looked
sense.
circusy. I love there's so many compositions, like panel compositions in this issue, but especially on this page, every composition in every panel has really good sense of depth because you've got a foreground element and then a midground and then a background element really small.
Oh,
And if you look at it, that's what it's like in every single panel, which it just makes for a great page, I think.
yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
My favorite part of this page is the
Mm-hmm.
last panel when you can sort of
Yeah.
tell whatever the hell's going on, Wolverine's coming out of it.
Right.
And I love that they do that with him all the time. When people are being mind
Yes.
controlled or hypnotized or anything, Wolverine's healing factor kicks in and somehow gets him out of
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
you're
I
right.
love
And
that thing.
it's not even like explicitly mentioned
No,
or explained in this issue, but
I
it
don't think
just
it's ever
happens, which
explained.
is
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I don't mean explain, but like they don't mention like there's no kind of thought balloon or anything where he's saying like, "Oh, good thing I've got my healing factor that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that whatever." Well, we get to find out what the explanation is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
here, but
Well,
maybe that's part of like they want to keep the mystery going at this point in the story, so they don't
well, this might
explain
be the
why.
first time it's done. But I remember in
Hmm.
stories I read, it was always happening. So,
Hmm.
but I read it in the 90s. This is from the 70s. So
Right.
maybe
So this is
Chris
where the
Claremont
where this
introduced that.
yeah, this is where it's established. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then we go. And we find out who the villain is. And it's not who I thought it was
Yes.
at all.
Well, who did you think it was going to be?
I've forgotten his name.
Oh.
I was trying to think of it before the show. I went because I knew it last week, and then this week I'm
Okay.
like, what's his name again? Who I
That
thought
one
it
guy
was?
from that
It
one
was the guy
comic.
who makes devices and traps and
Oh, Arcade.
Arcade. That's who I thought it was. Arcade.
That's who I thought it was going to be too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was Arcade. I'm going. I never knew Arcade could hypnotize people.
Mm.
I just thought he put them through traps and
Right.
devices and tried to kill them. Well,
Yeah.
actually,
Well,
I remember
that
he
is
was an
what he
actual
does.
hitman.
Yeah. No, this villain is Mesmero.
Yes.
So I looked him up because I'd never actually heard of Mesmero.
Oh,
So I
okay.
looked him up on the Marvel Wiki website, and Mesmero first appeared in X-Men number 49, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
when it was being written. Like uh, Stanley and Jack Kirby had left the title at that stage, and Arnold Drake was the writer, and I don't think I wrote down who the artist was on that. I can't remember. No, I didn't write it down. Um, I think it was Don Heck, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, Arnold Drake is notable because he worked for DC and he is actually one of the co-creators of both Doom Patrol and the character Deadman.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Very
So
cool.
I guess he sort of jumped back and forth between the two companies and was doing some work for Marvel in the 60s as well as DC.
Yeah.
Um, I thought that, like, it's a great drawing of
Mm-hmm.
Mesmero, which, again, like, it's almost like John Byrne never draws a bad drawing. So you're going to
Yeah.
get an appealing look to any character when he draws him. But I thought that the word balloons were sort of confusingly placed in that big panel.
Oh,
I
okay.
was I was a bit confused as to which order to read them. Um,
Ah, yeah. I can
I
see that. I
event
can see why you would be.
yeah, I mean, eventually I worked it out, but I think what it is you read all the balloons on the left side of the panel first, and then the two balloons on the right side of the panel after that.
That's why it was a bit gibberish to me. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because I read the two on the left at the top, and then I went over to the one on the right, and then I went over to there and went, hang on, what?
Yes.
He's
That's
kind
what
of
I know. That's what I did at first. Yeah, that's what I did at first too. And I was like, this doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make
hang
sense
on.
to do it that way.
And so then I tried reading them in a different way, and I was like, oh, that's how you're supposed to read them, but it's not immediately apparent.
No. I didn't realize that at all.
Which way you're supposed to read them. So,
yeah.
Anyway, just something I noticed on this page.
What I liked about this page was Mesmero has a what to me looks like a very classic 60s type design.
Totally. Absolutely.
You can just see that he was designed in a different era.
Yes.
When there was a little bit more, we'll make them fantastic.
Yes.
Make them look just the weirdest costumes possible because this is a superhero comic.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because his costume doesn't really suggest I've got mental powers. It's almost
it does it?
like the weird green and purple combination. You almost think is he like a reptilian, some kind of reptilian character, or is he from space or something? But it doesn't immediately suggest I've got hypnotic mental powers. So I think it's due to exactly what you said, which is it's just it was a different time, and they were just kind of like, just make it look crazy and outlandish. Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought when I saw this. Went, whoa, okay, this is an old character because of his design. Mm-hmm. And I was right. He is an old character. So there you go.
Yep.
And there's good old Wolverine being super strong.
Yeah. So nice use of the.
I don't understand. Did Magneto weaken them for him because he wanted these things to go? Oh shit! I just brought her in the end. Sorry. Oh no! What have I done? What have I done? At the time, I wasn't thinking that. When I read it, I was just like, "What's going on?" But when I read the end,
you've spoiled this 50-year-old comic that anyone could have read any time in the last 50 years. You've ruined it.
This comic's as old as I am.
Never mind. But I mean, you bring up an interesting point that, like I said earlier, it's not really explained how he gets free. He just does, and out of story convenience.
Chains and coming out of things. What the one with the army that all had logos on their shirts?
Up
in space. He just he pulls out of that as well. It's like why can he do that?
Yep. My favorite panel on this page is panel 2. I think it's just really interesting. Really interesting use of a narrow, wide panel to put the face kind of sideways in the panel. Just really, really interesting use of the space that he's got to work with in there. So really cool.
Yeah, I was a bit maybe confused, maybe not confused, because he's been in the circus for a while. Maybe they know he's got claws, but to me, he'd be like, how would he even know he's got claws to worry about? Why would he be scared of him having his fist up against his chin? But
that's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah. I wonder if the circus workers are in on the whole deal. Do they know that they're actually the X-Men and they're just part of the whole operation to keep them?
Okay, that make more sense then. Because I just thought he was another hypnotized guy. So how's he know?
It is weird. It does. It certainly raises a question. But I bet.
Wolverine, though.
Huh?
It's a good picture of Wolverine, though.
Yeah, awesome pictures of Wolverine. Panel 1 and then panel 6, really, really great. Nice drawings. So good. Just
past the threat.
Byrne and Austin together. There's such a great combination.
I just love this. They always change back into their uniform. Wolverine's
Right.
it's like, I've got to save everyone, but first, I've got to change back into uniform.
Yes, we were talking about that a couple of episodes ago when they first came back from
this
space.
Really shocked me because you'd think it'd be an urgent thing, go save Jean straight away. But no, he goes and finds where his costume is stashed, and then he puts it on, and then he goes saves Jean.
I thought exactly the same thing on this page. I was like, oh, he took the time to get changed into his uniform. Okay, really and then I wondered, well, what's the reason? Like, is there a reason that they would have done that? And I wonder if it was some kind of editorial thing where they said, like, well, you got to put the characters in costume at some point in the story. You can't have them all in plain clothes or, not in costume throughout the entire story because it'll be too confusing for the new reader. Like, I really think, like, so many choices that were made in these eras, like in these years of Marvel, were all about making it easy for the new reader to jump on board.
That makes a lot more sense when you say that.
Yeah. And one other thing
what? Who the hell's that? It's dressed up as Wolverine, because Wolverine wouldn't have changed, surely.
Very jarring. That's funny. So
he doesn't like doors either, it seems.
No. So interesting. I was talking 2 episodes ago about how John Byrne has this library of poses in his artistic kind of DNA, I guess.
Yep.
Where he'll use similar poses over and over again because he knows, this works. And there's 2 of them on this page.
Oh,
the first one is Wolverine busting through the door in panel 2. I'm sure I've seen that in other comics.
Yeah.
And not only X-Men comics, I'm sure that he's done a Superman panel with Superman coming through a wall or a door that looks exactly like that, like same angle, same pose. So, and then the other one is on panel 4, that behind the back pose where he's smacking. I'm sure we had, a very similar pose in issue 109 with the first appearance of Guardian that we talked about.
Oh, yes.
I think when they were fighting, they have the exact same pose.
That's pretty cool.
Or, similar to it.
He gets away with it, though, so it's all good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it because he's stealing from him. You can't steal from yourself.
No.
That's what I mean.
It's not noticeable until someone points it out, really.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have said that's the same pose as the Guardian one if you hadn't have said it, and they went, "Oh yeah, wow, that is too." So,
and I don't think it's a case of him like literally using the same artwork. Like, I'm just going to photocopy this and stick it on. I think like he is redrawing it every time. I'm just making the point that he's got these go-to poses that he knows. Yeah, it's like, I know I can draw this pose really well, and I know it's really dramatic and works.
Yeah. Oh, that's how I was understanding it. I didn't think he was tracing it or anything. In my mind, it was just he knows how to draw that really well. It's like, me, I can only draw heroes standing on straight at the camera with their hands by their sides. See, right. So that's my go-to pose.
Just takes practice,
it's my only pose.
Well, just takes practice.
It does. And I just love this. This is where I'm like, okay, it is Jean.
Yeah. And Wolverine's going to smack it into her whether she likes it or not.
Yeah, her hair grows back and
right. That's true.
It's magic. It's like, what's going on? I don't understand.
So yeah, on this page, Wolverine's trying to basically snap Jean out of the hypnotic
Yeah.
trance because he's broken out of it, and now he's realizes, okay, I've got to basically wake everybody else up so we can get out of this trap or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And so
And
he's
Jean's the best
slapping
person to
Jean
do it.
back and forth, which is a very
Yeah, yeah.
1970s thing to do in from movies and stuff. I remember like the Chinatown scene where Jack Nicholson
Oh,
is
yeah.
slapping Faye Dunaway at the end of the movie. And so I think it's almost like it's in the zeitgeist in the 1970s that like, oh, that's a thing that like
That's
tough
how you wake
guys do
people
to
up. That's
women.
how you get them out of their trance.
Yeah, yeah,
But
exactly. Snap out of it.
but there's like two choices here. Did he go after Jean first because he likes her? Or did he go after Jean first because it makes the most amount of sense to get the psychic to be freed from what's going on so she can free everyone else?
Right.
So I don't know what his logic is because I didn't read it anywhere on here why he doesn't think it. But I might have missed it.
I had a theory that because he's really taking what my theory of what's happening is that he's waking Jean up because she's the most powerful member of the team.
Oh, yep.
And being that she's Phoenix, and but I think he's also aware that he's taking his life in his own hands by attacking, like slapping her to wake her up. That could easily result in a backlash, which it does. And with Jean's power level, that could really like destroy him. But I think he is consciously taking the chance because he knows that his healing factor will probably be able to bring him back and heal him from a huge amount of damage that Jean could dish out to him. So,
sorry,
what?
I just realised at the end of this page, he does say you got to use your powers to free everyone else. So he was
there you go.
There
you go.
How I missed that line, but I was pretty sleepy when I read this, so I'm going to use it.
No worries. Great panel on panel 4 in the middle of the page. That's really cool panel.
And you know he's being hit hard because his head is bending in a really weird way.
Yes.
So you're like, whoa, he's being absolutely hammered.
Really cool. Really cool.
Cool. Next one, I reckon. Oh, there he is trying to use his powers on Beast. Somehow Beast resists.
I didn't really have much to say about this page.
No, it's just, things happen. It's all good.
Just telling the story.
Oh, and this is where we know there's another character. Is that what it is? I shouldn't spoil it, but nothing to say about this page. So we'll go to the next page. Oh, no, it's the X-Men.
Not quite.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't who I thought it was. Okay. I'm remembering this totally wrong.
So here we have that moment that I was talking about earlier where, now all the X-Men have not only broken out of their hypnotic trance, they've all taken the time to change into their costumes before they... it's like, if you think too hard about the timing of it, it's like, well, when did they have the time to change into their costumes before the rest of the circus workers attacked them,
Yeah, well, it's like, okay, we've got to save the Beast, but first, let's get changed.
Yes, exactly. Awesome team shot on panel 1 here. Really nice composition. Again, that depth of composition where you've got, I was about to do it. Not Cyclops, Colossus in the foreground.
That's awesome.
And then way in the background, you've got Storm flying. So, just really, really nice composition. And one other thing I loved on this page was we see Cyclops in panel 3 using a really narrowly focused eye beam to take out this guy's gun, which I don't think we've seen before. At least not in this run of Claremont's X-Men.
Oh yeah, from Giant Size 1, I haven't seen it onwards.
No, yeah, really interesting. I thought, and
Usually it's this
nicely
giant
drawn too.
blast that
Yeah,
destroys everything.
yeah, exactly.
When I saw this,
Hmm.
I was like, did this inspire that scene in the movie where Nightcrawler just pops around bashing everyone?
Yes, I
I'm
thought
like,
of that
oh, this
too.
reminds me of the movie so much.
Yeah,
It's like, did
yeah,
this inspire it? That's what I was
it
thinking when
must
I saw
have.
this.
Yeah, it must have.
So that's pretty
And I think
awesome.
they like that's my favorite sequence in that movie in X2.
Oh yeah, that's
It's so
that's an
good, and
amazing sequence. That
they
particular.
just got it so right. Like that's what you imagined when you're reading the comics, and then to see it in
Oh,
live action, like that's the dream of these movies. Is like you actually get to see it all moving with real people.
yeah.
So yeah, very cool.
So everyone's back in uniform, and we're going to the next page, and they confront him.
This is
And
what you were talking about.
this is what I was talking about, where he's like, "Hang on," it's like, "We've got you." Falls down and faints. What the hell?
Yeah. So a typical example of the like the continuous storytelling of Marvel Comics where there's always a bigger fish. Like even when you defeat one villain, it's like, oh well, they were actually just a pawn of this bigger, more powerful villain. And of course, we are very familiar with the costume that we see half in
Oh yeah, you can
shadow
tell straight
in
away who it
panel
is.
5. We immediately know from the silhouette it's Magneto, who I think we last saw in issue 104.
I'm not sure actually, but
Yeah,
yeah, it was when he just decided he'd defeated everyone because they ran away.
exactly. That's the one. Yes.
So is there? Oh no, that's just yeah. Okay, it gets explained in the next, or does it
Yeah,
get
in the
explained
next
here?
issue. And wow, what a great drawing of Magneto in
Yeah,
this
so
on
cool.
this page.
And it's
Just
still
so
got
good.
half in the shadows or something. It's a weird effect.
Mm-hmm.
I
And then
didn't.
that energy effect around him looks really great.
Yeah, very Kirby.
It's just excellent. So well done.
Awesome, awesome, man. Oh, yep, you're right. 104. Says here on the
Hey! Oh,
bottom.
I think I just knocked something off my microphone. Oh my god. I'll fix it later.
Fix it later. Okay. Well, I
Wow.
can still hear you, so it's all good.
Oh, good.
Um,
My wife
but yeah, it
always
says
tells
there
me I'm
104
too
down the bottom
animated
there.
when I talk.
I can be the same, but in this little corner, I control that urge. I'm always knocking things
How
over when I get
embarrassing.
excited. But yeah, so this is cool. This is cool, and it's next issue is Magneto triumphant.
Yeah,
Um,
awesome.
and because I read ahead, I got mixed up where he explains everything. But yeah,
He
there's the
explains
next one. He
everything
explains it.
in the next issue because I
Yeah,
read
this
the
is the next
next
one where he
issue as well.
explains it.
So
Yeah,
we'll
that's when
talk
you
about
find
that
out that
on our
there's things
next
that happened back then
episode.
I didn't know about.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that brings us to the end of issue 111, 111.
Woo! So that brings us to the part of the show where we ask band name.
Okay. I have 3 choices
Oh,
for you.
3. I'm not going to try to
Yes.
zoom to them all. It's just too
No,
much.
don't bother. I will say what
I'll leave
pages
this
they're
cool
on
picture up.
if anyone watching is following along with the
Yep.
issue on Marvel Unlimited, which is how we read the issues. So on page 1, the title of this story was Mind Games. So I thought Mind Games, that's not
Oh,
a
yeah,
bad
cool.
band
Cool.
name. On page 4, where Beast first sees Jean on the trapeze, he says that aerialist looks like Jean. So I thought the Aerialists, that's kind of a cool
Oh,
band name.
yeah, that is a cool band name.
And then on page 8, I think Beast also says something like these circus performers are dead ringers for the X-Men, and so I thought the Dead Ringers. That's I think there is a band called the Dead
I was
Ringers.
going
I'm
to say
sure.
because that was my favorite of the three, the Dead Ringers.
Oh, well,
So
there you
maybe
go.
that's why that band picked it. Maybe they were given the same three
Maybe,
choices. So,
maybe.
who knows? This
Yep.
is an old comic, so it could have happened.
Yeah, true. So the Dead Ringers. That's this episode's band name.
Awesome, Dead Ringers. And I forgot to put my notes up, so I'm just going to do this on the fly. Okay, so thank you for watching. Leave comments. Tell us what you thought. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That helps us grow and do more of these shows and have lots of fun with everyone and talking about the X-Men because everyone loves talking about it. Well, love talking about the X-Men anyway. And you can find me at comex.net.au. So there. comx.net.au. And where can we find you, Mr. Matt?
Steamrollerman.com. Or should I go steamrollerman.com? It's probably because we're looking at it mirrored, but when this plays back, it's going to be here. So I'll go steamrollerman.com, and it's probably going to be right here. So, yeah, you can find my comic at steamrollerman.com.
Cool, and read it for free if I remember correctly.
Read it for free. It's all online for free.
That's pretty cool. And then when you find out how awesome it is, buy it.
Yes. Buy it from the Comex shop if you're in Australia.
Oh, yes, the comic shop, which is also at that address.
Yes.
Which I keep going to do over here.
Yep.
But it's not.
We're losing the plot.
We're losing the plot, yes. That's the fun of this. That's the fun. So, I don't remember if there's anything else I should be saying at the end. So I'm just going to say
that's it.
See you next week for 112, issue 112, when we find out what Magneto is going to do to these poor sods.
Yes.
Yeah, see you then. Till then, have a good week.
You too.
Yep, you
have
too,
a good
Matt.
week, everybody.
Yep.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time. See you all.